Hello everyone, so today we will be comparing two PC cases. On your left is the Metallicgear Neo Cube. On your right is the LIAN PC-011 Dynamic. And as you can see, they are pretty much similar. And the Metallicgear is kinda controversial because they said this is a copy. But today I will not be commenting on that. I'm just here to compare it side by side. Let's start by comparing the front panel. Obviously, you can see both buttons and ports are on the right side of the case. So here with the Metallicgear, it has a extra RGB button and a reset button. So two USB here, same. And just take note that the Metallicgear is a solid metal here, wherein the LIAN it has a brushed finish. So personally, this one looks premium, and this one is just, a simple yet beautiful design by Metallicgear. So you can see the Metallicgear logo here. So both are tempered glass, they said. And take note guys, while I'm doing this a while ago, uh, as you can see, I removed my components. So it's now empty to have a more precise comparison. I dropped the front panel glass a while ago, and I was so shocked that I thought it will be broken, but it's not. So yeah, so I guess we learned something here. I guess only few dropped front panel and it's not broken. So I can attest that this is a tempered glass. It's a strong one, but I won't recommend you to do a drop test. But anyway, attention to details again. So this is the reason why we are comparing here. They are both look like similar, but if you notice the attention to details, there's a space here for Metallicgear, which is nice, wherein the LIAN it says a solid front, let's say foot, I suppose, PC foot. So the advantage as I move around the PC case is you can put your finger here so you can lift the case. And take note guys, these cases are so heavy. So if you put your components here, the weight will probably 3 times or twice as much. So what I'm saying is, for the LIAN it's hard to lift. Let me demonstrate. If you want to lift the case, it's like your hand will be on the side instead of here. So probably you will say not much of advantage, but I assure you guys, it really makes a difference if you have something to grab here versus here. So that's one advantage of the Metallicgear. And obviously, if you have a space here, more airflow, right? So I guess for the design wise and purpose, the Metallicgear wins, and I prefer this one. By the way guys, I forgot, the Metallicgear has RGB strip here. So it's addressable, so you can sync it to your motherboard. So yeah, so that's the main advantage of the Metallicgear. For probably if you want RGB, there's an RGB. and there's a space here, so grabbing your case is easy compared to just grabbing the LIAN on the side. It's kind of, you know, uncomfortable if you grab this one. So yeah, for the front battle, I think Metallicgear wins. So as mentioned a while ago, guys, these two are heavy cases. So look at my hand when I try to move the case, because now we will be comparing the side. So what I'm doing is, instead of putting my hand here, I will grab the side, then we'll turn it, right? So, you know, it's kind of easy on camera, but in person, it's kind of uncomfortable a bit. So, just a minor gripe that I have for the LIAN. For Metallicgear, so I will turning this PC case to side. I'll just grab here at the back, and it's easy. See? So, you know, that I think that's one advantage of the Metallicgear. Right, so now we are looking at the side of both cases. As you can see, it's like they're one each tint, black tint, and both glass are tinted, so which is nice. I prefer that. And those strip has a purpose, because when you put the motherboard, it's not like 100% occupied the space, so it kind of hide the space a bit, at least visually, which is good. So at first glance, it's like, oh, they are like the same, but look at the foot. Yes, technically they are pretty much the same, but the difference is the filter. For the LIAN's filter at the bottom, it's like on my previous review, that's my, I think, the one flaw or weakness of the LIAN case, because the filter at the bottom is hard to remove. So imagine this is a heavy case. I imagine if it's empty, no problem, it's easy. You can just remove the filter, right? But again, if your system is already here, it's really hard to remove the filter, even though it's magnetic, and, or I mean, removing the filter is easy. Putting it back is, it's kinda, you know, even though it's magnetic, not the premium experience. You can, but it will take some time. For the Metallicgear, they put a tray here. Easy to remove, easy to clean. So, yeah. Good job for the Metallicgear. And this is the reason why we are comparing things, attention to details, those minor things, it may help you in the long run. Again, for the side design and looks are same, but for the purpose design, Metallicgear wins. So now we are looking at the back. As you can see, pretty much the same, but attention to details again. The vents on the Metallicgear is much larger, so more airflow, as you can see from here. And there's also a hole here, or vents. Metallicgear doesn't have. So for the LIAN, it's removable, and you can put hard disk here and some stuff. And for the Metallicgear, it's removable as well, but you cannot put a hard disk. But if you notice, you can see here, What is this? Because Metallicgear is designed for dual chamber, so meaning you can put additional motherboard at the back, so extra video card here, but not for probably 95% of the user. It's more catered to streamers, so additional motherboard and system at the back, but I won't be tackling that because it's useless to review that if I can't show you guys. So anyway, I'm just reviewing this as a normal PC gamer. So design wise, if you need more hard disk, then LIAN is better because you can put additional here. But in my case, I don't need much extra hard disk. Probably 2 TB is good for me. But for some of you, this will be helpful. But for those who prefer the Metallicgear, it doesn't mean you can add additional space, right? Not just here. Maybe find somewhere else. So again, design-wise, I'm more on airflow guy. So I guess the Metallicgear wins because of more vents. Additional vents here. So yeah. So now we are looking at the side back panel. So as you can see, pretty much similar. I guess nothing much to discuss here. But for the LIAN, probably a 2-3 inch more vents. Whereas for the Metallicgear, it has a kind of small vents here. But in my opinion, you won't be needing much vents on this area. What is crucial is here. And by the way guys, both have filters inside, magnetic one. Purpose wise, I think they're pretty much the same. Alright guys, so to remove the top case, both have screws here. So it's pretty much easy. Just unscrew it and pull backwards. So here, so you can see for the LIAN's top plate, I can say if you notice their vents are like linear pattern. We're in for the Metallicgear is diamond design. Both has magnetic filter, but on the Metallicgear, since I'm using this one, I remove it for the configuration that I have. So for the LIAN, this is the magnetic filter. Right, so when the cover are removed, and you can see they are the same. So nothing much to say regarding the top. And you know, I'm I think I'm beginning to think that they came from same factory. Anyway, removing the glass panel is similar. They have both same design. So just put your finger at the bottom of the glass and just slide it up. See? And for the front, just grab here. Alright guys, so now we are looking on the inside of the case, and as you can see for the LIAN, it has, or they include additional SSD mount at the bottom, wherein for the Metallicgear it doesn't have. But what I noticed for the Metallicgear is there's a mount. similar to this. So I'm not sure if you will buy it separately, but in my case, since I don't put my SSD inside, so not much of a concern for me. But for those who would like to have the SSD inside, then LIAN has the advantage. And attention to details, as you can see, both have rubber here, and on the side there's a rubber here. Let me show. So there, rubber, and I already mentioned that in my previous reviews. What's the advantage of the rubber? For me, it's extra protection and better hiding the cables. So yeah, again, at the bottom, diamond cut design and the linear for the LIAN. And some important notes, and for the clearance here is probably 3.3 inch, and for the LIAN it's 4. From the motherboard to the side panel is probably 6.5, wherein the LIAN is the same, basically 6.5. But anyway, I won't be tackling that much because I believe you can read it faster online than for me to say it in this video. So yeah, pretty much the same. So right now, we are looking at the back side panel, as I call it. And as you can see, pretty much similar configuration again, but I have to probably say that LIAN is better in this regard. Okay, let's remove this one first. So let's see here for the Metallicgear. So for the Metallicgear, what I did is I put my SSD here, and you can put 2 more. So that's how I configure my computer, and I like it because it's hidden, so more stealth. Unless you have the RGB SSD and you want to show it. So again, as you can see, by the way guys, as mentioned, I already used this case, so the cable is not that good to look at, but you can see they're pretty much. The notable difference I can see is this one and this one, and see here with the, but obviously the Metallicgear has more cables, and because of more front panel button, and yeah, nothing much to mention. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much it. What I noticed is Metallicgear is longer, probably half an inch. So that's the notable difference that I can see. And for the color of the Metallicgear, it's kind of black to grayish in person. I mean, it's still black, but the LIAN is super black, I can say, at least for the paint of the case. So again, So overall, I guess the question is which one is better? In my opinion, not to be biased, as you can see, I have both cases. I think the Metallicgear is better overall, most probably because of the uh, minor details that for me is important. One is the space here. So if you want to move the PC case, clean it, at least you will grab your hand like this one instead of LIAN where you grab here, which is not the most comfortable if the case is super heavy. So that's one point. It has a LED light for the Metallicgear. Actually, just a strip one. One advantage is the filter at the side. As mentioned, this is more easy to clean compared to magnetic filter of the LIAN. Again, the problem with this, it's too heavy. It's hard to clean or remove the filter at the bottom. But anyway, if you don't have fans, it's okay. If you ask me which is more premium, perhaps the cost by LIAN is more expensive because of the extra metal that you find at the back, which I showed earlier, and the extra mount for SSD. But again, they are pretty much the same cases. But I still believe that Metallicgear is better overall. And this is not biased because I both own this case. It's not borrowed or sponsored. So what I will do now is I will try to transfer my system to LIAN just to try. But again, I think Metallicgear is better overall, and it checked the right boxes. So right now, LIAN has version 2 of this case, so which has a better specs, of course, and I guess more expensive. But the specs is very similar to Metallicgear. So right now, I won't suggest to buy this case now because there's a new coming. But yeah, just for the comparison, would I buy or would I spend more on this? No, at least for my purpose. Again, Metallicgear wins and it's better looking in my opinion. And I've been using this for months. I have no complaints. I hope you like the comparison and thank you for watching my videos and see you on my next one.